told you what's going to happen over the summer, what we're expecting. I'll give you a general overview and then we go through things. So we're continuing to invest in people. We've done a pay deal for 3 years. That's longer than the usual pay deal we do. So staff are very happy with that. Financial stability. Look, we took on a lot of debt during the pandemic. $1 million a day on some particular days, so we still have to work down that debt, which is a big issue. Driving efficiency is a continuous challenge, and driving non-aero revenue through digital. That's us owning more of the product and selling it more direct ourselves via the app and the website. Service quality, it's all about getting passengers through the terminal, through security, as Gary has outlined, giving them really good experience in F&B, at retail, and then having all the way up to the gates, making a pleasant experience for passengers. So that's a relentless focus that the team have. Sustainability in aviation, we looked at all the news this morning. It's a big issue. Aviation needs to do more. We're doing a lot on sustainability, which we'll talk about in a second. Driving domestic growth. Dublin is capped. It's stalled. We wish it wasn't. There's demand out there from airlines to connect with Dublin. More demand than we're able to supply this year and next year. But let's not forget Cork Airport. We want to grow Cork Airport by 40%, while we're going to grow Dublin Airport by 25%. And then grow and diversify internationally. We're in 15 countries. We have a really good business on airport operations and in retail, and we want to expand that. Okay, look, you can see the map there where we are. Okay, so the cap, look, the cap at Schiphol was abandoned. JetBlue challenged it, and it was taken to the competition court in Brussels. American Airlines don't like it. Nobody likes the cap. Look, remember the cap dates to 2006, and it was linked to a planning condition, which was about traffic congestion on the way into the airport. We don't have major traffic congestion on the way into the airport. If you compare Dublin Airport to Manchester, Heathrow, Charles de Gaulle, it's much traffic point of view. So we wish the cap didn't exist, but we will comply. We are doing everything we can to comply. That unfortunately means telling airlines that want to come to Dublin that it's going to be difficult to do it. But this is governed by a slot process managed by the regulator, the IAA. Other regional airports, will they pick up capacity? We don't think so. Ultimately, airlines would fly from any regional airport today. There's nothing stopping them, and the cap in Dublin doesn't make them go to Cork, go to Shannon, because Dublin's a hub airport. So caps don't work. It will reduce connectivity, it will impact jobs, and it's not really good for Ireland's reputation in international aviation. The world thinks we're fantastic at aviation, because we are. We've got Ryanair, we've got Aer Lingus, we've got the leasing industry, we've got very good airports. And when you go around the world and you talk to airlines, when you talk to airports, they don't get why Dublin has a cap. And I think it will cost us jobs next year and the year after while we're waiting for planning. Our infrastructure application that went in December last year, that's going to make Dublin a world-class airport. That's going to extend a new pier that will be used for long haul out in Terminal 2, and extend Pier 100 in Terminal 1. And do lots of work on the airfield, develop the Western Apron, put in an underpass, and give us everything that we need to get to a 40 million airport at Dublin and beyond. That's a map of what it's going to look like. Let's skip over that. Sustainability. Look, this is a major challenge in the industry. Let's not forget aviation is 3% of global emissions, but we need to do more. That's airports, that's airlines doing more together. We're ready to work with SAF as it comes to Dublin Airport. We've introduced a 25% discount for greener aircraft that also make less noise. And we are fully committed to being carbon neutral by 2050 and a 51% reduction in our emissions by 2030. Building a bigger airport and having 40 million passengers doesn't change that objective that we have. So in summary, look, the business is in a good state. It's all about passengers, it's all about staff. Dublin Airport, Cork Airport are both doing well. ARI, the retail business, is doing well, and our international airport operations is doing well. Dublin is growing. Remember, you just need, like, if everybody just does the same amount of flying to deal with the population growth that we have in Dublin, we will need a 37 million capacity airport alone. So 40 million isn't that big. We should really be planning for a bigger number, because the population here will continue to grow and demand for travel will continue. We will be reducing carbon. We're getting on with that in Dublin and Cork, and growing Dublin and growing Cork doesn't change the targets that we've set out. We will continue to support local communities, we'll continue to work hard at being a good neighbour, and the sustainable development of Dublin and Cork is the key objective that we have. Okay, so I think we'll now hand over to you guys to ask us questions.